Hi Year Fives, it's Mr. Cooper here, obviously. I hope you're all okay. I hope you're enjoying your first day of home learning and it's not too much, you're not finding it too tricky, just keeping your brains ticking over. This video is for the English for Monday. So if we go onto our timetable, you can see we've got English, Immerse and WAGOLL. There's not really answers for the do now. I can look at the do now and I'll just quickly chat about the Immerse. So I'll try to keep this one as short and sweet as I can. I know I say that a lot, but I will try. So let's have a look at the English. Now some of these I don't need to write down, so some of these I will just run through. So I'll just tilt it a little bit more. There we go. I will get a piece of paper in a minute for some though. So, just put myself on my pen. So, sheet 1, lots of retrievals, loads of things we've done before. Quick look. So word types. Mary was going to the cricket, was really excited. Give the correct pronoun. Now remember, pronoun means you're naming the noun. We're talking about a noun we've already talked about, proper noun. So the proper noun's Mary. If we're talking about Mary still, we can improve the cohesion. Instead of saying Mary again, we can say she. So she is the pronoun there. She was really excited. So pronoun just follows on from any proper noun that works. So Mr. Cooper, the pronoun for the next sentence would be he, instead of saying Mr. Cooper again. 3 examples of a collective noun. Well, there are loads. I'm just going to remind you what collective nouns are. Words that describe groups of things. So a collection of things. So you could argue pack is a collective noun of wolves, or cards, to be fair. A favourite one is murder, a murder of crows. Pod is a collective noun for a pod of dolphins, I believe. So any individual word that is used to explain a group of nouns. So yeah, give 3. You should have them there. Circle the verb. Been a bit mean with this one, because it's always said that a verb is a doing word. It is, but it also means something exists or that it is there. So the verb in this I have a pencil case is have. It's a verb, it exists if it exists, and I have it. So the verb is have there, which some of you might find tricky, but don't worry. Okay. Which other ones can I do without writing anything down? Write 3 coordinating conjunctions from memory. Well, they're your fanboys. You should all be remembering those. For, and, so. Any of the fanboys there. Think of a fronted adverbial. The birds were singing to the sun. Easiest one's always time or place, isn't it? So, early this morning, comma, the birds were singing to the sun. In my garden, comma, the birds were singing to the sun. You could start with a you could do manner, which would involve simile sometimes. So, as beautiful as angels, comma, the birds were singing to the sun. I might write tramp down for us in a minute, actually. Actually, I'll use my pen. I'll go to the piece of paper now, actually. So, hold on a minute. There we go. Oh, there my scribble's familiar. So, what are we doing? Oh yeah, so let's have just remind you of tramp. So, time, reason, manner, or place. So remember, these are fronted adverbials that start a sentence off. So anything that involves time. So this morning. So you could have this morning, comma, the birds sang. You could have yesterday. That is time, isn't it? Yesterday, comma. Sorry for my scruffy writing. You could have place. You could have in the garden, comma. In the backyard, comma. In the trees, comma. You could have manner. So how they do something. You could have a simile opener with this. So, like I said, singing like angels. Being careful not to be spotted, comma. The birds were singing to the sun. Or you could have a reason. Because they'd woken up, the birds were singing to the sun. Or because the sun was rising, the birds were singing to the sun. So they're your fronted adverbials, remember. So try and remember those ones. What were the other things that we had? Oh, since his pen had run out, Mr. Cooper used a pencil. Write the subordinate clause at the end. Just move the subordinate clause. So, go back to the screen a minute. So this one here, whoops, should just go, Mr. Cooper used a pencil since his pen had run out. Full stop. No comma needed because it's a subordinate conjunction within the sentence. With these ones here, correct, wrong or missing punctuation. Mr. Cooper needs a capital C. Mr. Cooper was getting hungry, comma, because that is a coordinating conjunction. So is a fanboy. Ooh, so is a fanboy. Okay, so he went to make a sandwich. Because he went to make a sandwich is its own individual clause. That can be a sentence on its own. The so links these two separate sentences together. So comma, coordinating conjunction there. Next one. Start with a capital. Even though he had told her not to, Mrs. Corrin ate his sandwich. You'd be surprised how many times this happens. Even though is our subordinate conjunction. So the comma, there's just one thing missing. The comma should go just before here. The main clause, Mrs. Corrin ate his sandwich. So you've got yourself a subordinate before. And then the last one, Dave likes eating cake, he doesn't like frosting. Now remember that semicolons relates to sentences or main clauses that closely relate, they link them together. And our little cheat way of remembering if they work or not is you can replace it with and, but, or so. So first of all, it's in the wrong place. Dave likes eating cake is one of the sentences. So the semicolon should go in between cake and he. Dave likes eating cake, he doesn't like frosting. The semicolon can be replaced with a but there. Dave likes eating cake, but he doesn't like frosting. But we've put a semicolon in there instead. So hopefully that one helped you there, guys. It's a bit harder for me to write the answers out for these ones. And we'll just very, very, very quickly go over your actual English work. So this one here, you should just, mind map lots of ideas. Any ideas you've got, vocabulary, language about this door handle, like you would do in class, in groups. You might want to talk about the shape of the handle, the keyhole, the darkness of it. It might be staring at you. The intricate patterns. They're dark. Are they what you've seen before? They look very, not necessarily creepy and spooky, but they look quite, I don't know, maybe demon-like. Very dark. It's very dark. You've also got, the noises it could make if you moved it. If you touched it, what would it feel like? Be cold, hard? Would it send a shiver down your fingertips? Would it go to your very bones? Think as much as you possibly can. And also, have a look at my WAGOLL. Pick out things that you might like. Okay? Delicate patterns. Festooned. Remember, festooned means to be covered, decorated. So have a little look at that. Try and generate as much vocabulary as you can, but don't forget, very last thing, that I've also put, on our week 1, I've got all our English vocabulary and language on I've taken photos of them. So when this is loaded, also have a look at all our language on here. Okay, so you've got your conjunctions. You won't need for your mind map, but you can definitely have a look at this. Maybe you can think about something. Maybe you hear a noise from the other side of the door. Don't open it, but maybe you hear something from the other side of the door. Maybe it sparks a memory. Maybe the door handle seems familiar. So there's loads you might be able to use here. Sunken eyes, and maybe the keyhole's looking at you with sunken eyes, staring at you malevolently. I don't know, anything you can think of there. And we've got all our language there, and our vocab wall as well. So, have a little go, see what language and vocabulary you can generate, and really go for it. Really go for it, guys. Hope that video helped. And I hope you're finding that the work isn't taking you too long. It should all just be 15, 20 minutes retrieval work. If you sat staring at it thinking, I really, really, really don't know, then that's fine. Okay, do the bits that you can do and just keep your brain ticking over, guys. All right? Make sure we're helping out around the house. Make sure you have breaks. You better not be sat doing all of this work in one go in terms of the reading, the writing, the maths. Have breaks. and I'll see you again later.